by 5 seconds.
So here comes the next race on the track. We move up to 15 and 16-year-olds. We have our 800-meter champion in this field. Jane Eller has come back. She's going to be on the inside wearing hip number 1. It is 8 o'clock and change on Sunday morning. Eller and this group of 800-meter runners in pretty good spirits, however, offering good luck to Verenka Juk, who also ran the 800-meter final. She finished in 3rd. With a talented group of distance runners in this race. The runner-up in the 800, Aisha Wajid, is also in the field. She's wearing hip number 8. And Tregesser, who was the 3,000-meter champion, is also in the field. She's on the outside wearing hip number 10. Susie Favor out of Stevens Point, Wisconsin. Susie Hamilton, to many of you who followed her post-collegially after her stand-up career at Wisconsin. Got a chance to know Susie a little bit when she was coached by Dick Brown here in Eugene, and it's fun to see. We had Jordan Hesse still having a national meet record in the younger division we just saw, Susie Favor. So, the point of these Junior Olympics is to try to prepare these athletes on a development path that could lead them to being mentioned as one of the best.
Absolutely. I noticed that as well, Paul. Susie Favor having that 4:25 meet record for Junior Olympics. And as we get this race underway, I was struck by all of the athletes, all the talent. It's a stacked field, if you will. A lot of athletes coming back after strong performances earlier in the meet. It was a bit of a battle over that first 100 meters for who was going to be leading. Eller didn't seem like she wanted to give up the lead. She does have it now. Sirabon was battling her. Zook, Lewis. We had a lot of athletes all wanting that pole position, but it's Eller now to the front, coming off her 800-meter win just last night and taking this field through. The first 300-meter split of 50 seconds is about a 4:10 pace, so we'll see what they settle into on the second lap. So far tonight, or today, it's only the morning. So far this morning, we've been seeing a lot of really quick first 300s, and then settling down quite a bit by lap 2.
Eller from Tulsa, Oklahoma, an 8th grader, so she's getting ready to start her high school career. And the kind of momentum that can be generated off this track going into your high school campaign. And that is, for so many, what this last day of competition represents, right? The end of the current season. And for these distances, typically we'll see a lot of these kids running cross country. So it's the end of one season, the beginning of a new one.
It is. We've got Junior Olympics cross country for those of you who just can't wait for your next Junior Olympic Championship. That'll be coming up in December. And as you mentioned, Paul, this closes out that summer training cycle. Now the athletes can be hopefully taking a week or two easy before school starts up and before cross-country training happens. And for a 1,500-meter runner, some of these 3K athletes, maybe even the 800-meter runners, I certainly was an 800-meter runner who did cross-country, and it was a great way for me to develop my aerobic strength and my aerobic capacity. I'm looking at the splits so far for Eller. She's around 4:25, 4:30 pace. Her personal best is 4:37, so if she's able to maintain it, she could bring home another personal best, having already set one in the 800.
We see Raina Lewis of the Nevada Project, Juk from New Orleans. Aisha Wajid also still in the mix here as that chase pack just tries to start reeling Eller in, and I think they've done a reasonably good job, but there's still some good spacing here, an advantage for Eller as she's going to wind it up for one lap to go. We saw her close quite strongly in the 800, but now with those legs a little bit tired based on that performance of the 800, she's going to try to hold off the field now. J.C. Jenkins, the Tri-City Thunder, is the one leading Sirabon, I believe, as they come to the backstretch.
The rest of the pack was a couple seconds behind Eller. It looked like there was maybe a little bit of fatigue in Eller's legs as she came to the bell, but you mentioned this, Paul. We saw yesterday where it was a battle neck and neck. Both athletes were fatigued in that 8, and Eller was able to come out victorious on top. She allowed the group to get within a couple seconds of her, but I'm watching her over this last 300 now apply her final finishing speed. We see an athlete coming hard over this last 150, so this is who we're going to need to watch to see if they're able to catch Eller in this final part of the race.
I think that's Zook as she moves into second. But we've got another double winner on the track at Junior Olympics. Jane Eller wins the 800 and comes back and captures the 1,500 meters, basically wire to wire. As she is congratulated by Jenkins, finishing up her run there as she finishes in third behind Zook. Wajid finishing fourth. Jet Hansen of the Tri-City Thunder finishing in fifth. Jane Eller, a double winner in Norwalk.
And a double PB, 2:11 for the 800 and now 4:36, just about a second personal best. And what I really appreciate about her and the way she ran is she put herself out there. She had the lead. You could see that fatigue setting in, and you could see it really kicking in now that the race is over. But she is a fighter. I see so much grit in her, and she continued to apply pressure over that last lap, really going into the arms. You could see her digging for it with every limb that she had. And she came home with a win both in the 8 and in the 15, personal best in both. I don't think you could ask for much more out of championship competition.
It'll be a fun trip back to Oklahoma celebrating these Junior Olympic wins as we move over to the boys at the 15 and